After the race in France, it looked like McLaren's Daniel Ricciardo had sorted out the pace woes he had been experiencing ever since changing teams at the start of the season. He even had a couple of great practice sessions only to get knocked out in Q2 of the Styrian Grand Prix. He then made a great start in the race, making up several positions on the first lap. With strategy on his side, it looked like he could once again finish strongly. However, a loss of power undid all his good work, and he eventually finished outside the points. Ricciardo has now described his heartbreak while speaking to the media after the race. "I'm your host Dillon Shelley, and first up on Formula World, Ricciardo wants help from someone, somewhere, anywhere." Daniel began by explaining why it was disheartening. "It was disheartening because I had such a great start, and I was on a preferred strategy with the medium tyres. It felt like the cars ahead would have struggled on the softs, and we were in a really good position, 13th to 8th, so it was all there ahead of us. Then I lost power." He then revealed that he lost power for only a short period of time, but it was at such a crucial juncture of the race that it had a big impact. "I felt it out of turn 1, and then I got some switches and we were able to recover it by turn 7 or turn 8, but everyone I passed on lap 1 I waved back past me. Then you're in the train and that's it, afternoon done." He then spoke about his probable finishing position had the issue not occurred. "We were ahead of Carlos Sainz on the same strategy and he finished 6th. I think that was us. We could have been 5th and 6th again as a team. When it is low, it is really low, the sport. This was one of those days that I really did not love it." He further explained how the power issue's unpredictable nature and the fact that it did not happen again for the rest of the race made it difficult to cope with for him and the team. "It came out of the blue, so for now I don't know what it was. I'm not the only one hurting. I'm sure that they feel the pain as well. The weekend went from bad to worse and it is just one of those ones. It was fine after that, so in a way, that is kind of what sucks even more." He signed off by looking forward to the second race at the Red Bull Ring this Sunday. "As much as I want to swipe out of the paddock, I'm glad that we get another chance. It can only be better both Saturday and Sunday. So I look forward to coming back and trying again and trying to get a bit of help from someone, somewhere, anywhere." Fast feed. Ferrari's Carlos Sainz has explained that their pace is unfortunately at the moment track specific, and they haven't really found a solution for the reasons for their Paul Ricard struggles. So they expect their race pace to swing up and down depending on the circuit until they really find the reason why of what happened to them at Paul Ricard. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff pointed out that Red Bull brought trucks and vans on Thursday and Friday with new parts to Austria. He added that it's fair enough, it's a strategy, and one that proves to be successful as it stands because they were simply in a league of their own from a car pace perspective. Aston Martin's Lance Stroll feels that P8 is a good result and they can be happy with a positive weekend from the very first lap on Friday. F1's managing director Ross Brawn has suggested that this is the fascinating thing about F1. Sometimes you win races you shouldn't win, sometimes you don't win races you should. It did feel at the beginning of the year that Red Bull, who were a very slick operation, fumbled a bit, but now they are back up to speed, Brawn added. Alpine's Fernando Alonso thinks that they are maybe not as good as a top 10 finisher, so they got lucky at the beginning of the Styrian Grand Prix with Gasly and Leclerc colliding. He added that it's challenging for their package this circuit. Unfortunately, they raced 2 times here, so they need to find something for next weekend. However, they have some ideas, and he's sure they will use the next 2 weeks to improve their car. Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko has stated that they have learnt from their mistakes. Mercedes made such a move last year with the engine, but Honda has responded this year. In terms of power source, they are more or less equal. Also, the car itself is now competitive from day one, Marko added. Marko also feels that Mercedes do funny things. They complain about Red Bull's rear wing, pit stops, and about all sorts of things. If Mercedes don't do it themselves, they'll use a team like Aston Martin to do it, Marko suggested. Honda F1 racing director Masashi Yamamoto has labelled the Styrian Grand Prix as a brilliant win by Max at Red Bull's home circuit, his 4th of the year and 5th for the team. He also pointed out the victory at the Styrian Grand Prix is Honda's 4th consecutive win, something they haven't done since their golden age in 1991. And they are still a long way from matching the results of that time, but he feels that they can take inspiration from their predecessors and work towards some more results like this. Can Honda repeat their championship-winning success of the 1991 season? Head over to my community page to vote in the poll and let me know what you think in the comments. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe and check out my others for all the latest in the world of Formula 1.